Hey guys, it's Mark and Mike here from Bettors. We're here to bring you a message from our friends at Blue Chew, a message all about confidence.
Which is something we don't have in our picks.
Speak for yourself, Michael. This message, though, is about confidence knowing you'll be ready to go when your partner is, and that you'll be able to go a few extra rounds if needed. Now, Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as both Viagra and Cialis, but it's in chewable form, and it's way cheaper than the alternatives.
Blue Chew's tablets are a performance enhancer for the bedroom and can help any man gain extra confidence when it's their time to perform. My favorite part now is that they have Vardenafil mint flavored chewables with the active ingredients in Levitra and Staxin, so you can stay hard and fresh.
Minty.
And as Mark said, Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no doctor's visits, no waiting in line, no weird and uncomfortable conversations, and it ships right to your door in discreet packaging. It's a very simple process. You sign up at BlueChew.com, you talk with one of their licensed medical professionals, and once you're approved, you receive that prescription in days. And Mark, what's the best part?
Well, the best part to me is that these tablets are made right here in the USA. And we also have a special deal here for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code DELIGHT at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code DELIGHT to receive your first month free.
What is up, everybody? Season 5, Episode 8, Bettors Delight, the three-man team. I mean, we did it once, we'll do it again. A little three-team action with Mike and Mark and myself here. And, I mean, honestly, if we're talking about who should or shouldn't be on the show, as the guy in dead last, by a significant amount, I should be removed. I finally finish above 500 on the week and totally throw my lock in the garbage because of one man. One man that I should have known when BovadaSportsbook.com did not trust him and put him as the underdog, and he threw away the Phillies season 6 innings into it. Fellas, misery. Mike, go ahead and laugh. Please, explain why I'm wrong.
You're an idiot, one. Aaron Nola threw an absolute gem today, and just we got no hitting today. You said he's an ace. You're an idiot. It's that simple. Will you help us join the winning party, please? It's me, Mark, and Matt are consistently putting out positive weeks, and you just I don't know if you even had a positive week this entire season.
I think I had
At
one,
this
but it was
rate,
by under a unit. Mark,
and the Philly season is not over.
it's over.
Shut up.
Mark, how over is the
It's
Phillies
not over.
season?
It's not over. I agree with Mike. You do need to shut up here. Obviously, we are the positive boys right now, so there's something that we are speaking. Relax, Greg. We're like 3% into the season, and had a couple hiccups. But Schwarber with 2 home runs now. Let's talk about that guy. He's starting to heat up. So we'll see what happens.
Sorry, what he raised his average from 0.59 to just over 1.
Sure, with 2 home runs and both of them solo shots, of course.
Trey
But
Turner wasted all of his home runs somewhere in Florida.
Oh my
They're all gone.
god,
dude,
Wasted
it's
all of
if
them.
he doesn't, if Schwarber gets hot before June, we're gonna win over 100 games. Our next 5
Well,
series are hilarious.
okay. I don't know about 100 games.
We're
I'll
gonna be
stick
over
to
500 and above 500 literally
well,
by the end of next week.
That's way okay. That's still way different than 100 games.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just I'm thinking if I can keep putting some locks together, I might be able to get a nice week off. We'll see. But
Is that how this works? That's why Matt's not here. He got it.
I mean, you just put lock after lock after lock. You deserve the time. I mean, shout out.
We can look back at what the lock this week, the San Diego State lock, the money line, the insane shot, the buzzer beater in the Final Four. Just an incredible moment in terms of NCAA basketball.
Yeah, but not as exciting as the shoe issues in the later game.
No, that was the most exciting part of the entire Final Four. Not even the championship. The crowning of a champion was more exciting than a guy's shoe breaking and him not being in the game for 10 minutes.
I mean, honestly, UConn played so well. You could almost make the argument that that was the most exciting part of some of their games. But congratulations to UConn. Congrats to LSU. Some great championship games and Final Fours. Just awesome tournaments. Always a great
I'm
time. And now
I'm
we're in
mad.
Masters Week. Of
Yeah.
course
It
you're
is
mad. You're
Masters
always
Week.
mad.
I'm mad because I had it written. I think I have it written down somewhere. But when I bet LSU and Villanova the first week, I was gonna take LSU future plus like 1,700, and I was like, they can make it far, but I don't know if they'll beat South Carolina. They didn't even have to play South Carolina, so
Yeah.
that would have been a nice 17 extra units already on top of the 18 units I'm up this season.
It was an unbelievable championship game. To score 102 points in a 40-minute game,
Yeah, it was crazy.
just shooting the absolute lights out. It was so much
Incredible.
fun and I mean, obvious ref show with the worst technical foul I've ever seen in a sporting event ever.
That was
Uh,
tough.
but it didn't
That's
take
tough.
away. LSU was still well ahead in that game, regardless of the bad call or not. I mean, obviously it affects how Caitlin Clark can play moving forward because you pick up a fourth personal foul. But I mean, LSU was never going to lose that game. It doesn't
No,
matter.
it doesn't change the outcome, but soft call there. I
The
mean,
softest of
we
all.
LSU had more fouls than Iowa. Greg and Mark were trying to complain on Sunday when I was riding with LSU. They were on Iowa, but LSU had more fouls. They're like, "Oh, ref show." LSU had more
You
fouls.
cannot tell me that technical does not make it a ref show. That's the
Nah, it
definition
was
of
a
a
ref
ref
show.
show.
They should have the refs. We weren't there
I
to
don't
watch the refs.
I
That's
don't
for
remember
sure.
what Iowa was money line, but
They were
it was
favorites.
very
Yeah, they had to have been favorites in that game.
Iowa's favorites by 2.5,
Yeah.
which I thought was shocking. So I
it is
hammered
shocking.
the LSU. I think LSU is
Congratulations.
overall a better team. Thank you. I think LSU is just a better overall team. They got my lock on Friday, which was scary. They came back from down 10 in the fourth quarter, but
Well, they play in a
I
strong
find
that's
it
how you pick.
conference.
That's how you pick the winners.
Yeah.
I think it's so
That's true.
wild that they play quarters and the men play halves though. I think that is
I don't.
it's I
Men's
don't
the
get it.
only what men is the only like basketball from high school and everything up that plays halves.
I don't know which I like
It's
better.
just the
To
NCAA
be
men's.
honest,
I don't know.
it,
I think it'd be weird
It does
if
make
the
it
men's would ever
unique,
switch.
right? Yeah, I don't know if it can switch now, but I just find it so weird that those two are
Yeah.
different.
And all the rules, obviously, like the women's, I think is like closer to like NBA rules with fouls and different things too,
being able to
and all
advance the
that
ball
stuff.
on timeouts and stuff,
Yeah,
and
and
there
you
is
can
Yeah.
advance it. There's so much different,
there's
so
no
much difference.
no 1-and-1. I think I would miss the 1-and-1 in the men's game simply because it
Oh,
adds so much more drama to different things. I think that if they could figure out a way to incorporate 1-and-1s into the quarters system, it would make a big difference.
I think they do have 1-and-1
you know
in
what
the
I
I
need
women's
don't know
to
game.
if they do.
you know what they need to figure out?
I don't
They
know.
need to
I thought
figure
they
out
did, but I could be wrong.
the timeout situation and the TV timeout situation in the men game because the every 4 minutes and then you got like a coach calling a timeout at like 16:21 when the next dead ball is going to be a timeout, a TV timeout anyway. And it's like I got 10 minutes here of no basketball so I can watch
Yeah, it
another
was.
3.5 before another TV timeout. Like it gets to the point where it's a little ridiculous. They should be like, all right, once we're inside of 30 seconds of the next TV timeout, no timeouts unless you're under 4 or something like
It's
that.
bad coaching.
But
It's bad clock management.
it's
Wasting a
it's
timeout in that situation.
it's rough, man.
The
It's rough.
talking about commercials, the pitch clock makes you watch.
I
Feels like I'm watching so much more commercials in that little span of 2.5 hours now, the average or whatever.
all right.
It seems
So
like I'm watching more commercials than actual play.
congratulations, UConn, LSU, excellent season.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
moving on to
Let's
the
talk
pitch
about
clock.
the
Great
pitch
season.
clock.
Great fun tournament, great seasons. I still think it was fun.
On to
The
baseball.
pitch clock is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Matt, who is not here tonight because of the pitch clock, he's actually in New York City protesting out front
Fighting.
of Manfred's office. But he the fact that there's too many subjective calls, the umps are just way too involved. As a you don't want the referee involved. The umps were already too involved in baseball to begin with because they think they're the most important thing on the field. Like they think that when we go to Bovada to pick a game, we're trying to figure out the over under and strikes called by CB Buckner. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
What's
I
wild
missed
is
that
you
game,
do have
and
to
I
know
heard
who's
that game was
umping.
horrible.
You have to know who's umping, you have to know who's
Yeah.
reffing the NBA games,
Yeah,
like, you have to know, but can I make a little argument here?
go ahead.
I might think that the pickoff rule might be worse than the pitch clock.
That-
It is. I agree,
I
100%.
think
I've
that
been
is the
saying that
worst rule.
since before the year.
I mean,
That rule is so
the
dumb.
the amount of steals being double in opening weekend, or more than that, it was
It
70
was
this
like
opening
it,
weekend
it was
versus 30
way more
last
than double,
weekend.
I think. Oh,
No,
okay.
no, it was 70 versus 30 last year, which
I was
is
thinking the
a
opening day
huge
stat.
jump. Huge jump in stolen bases. Like, to
Oh, it
only
makes
allow
the game
2
more
pickoffs.
fun. No, no, no. What?
I
How is
don't
that
care about
definitely
it
more
being more
fun?
fun. That
Yeah, I
that
don't.
rule is
It's
not bringing in more viewers. Both of
Yeah,
those
it's
rules do
giving free
not.
bases.
Yeah,
It's giving
yeah.
free bases. It's rough. I don't like it.
and
More runs does not automatically make the game a
And I
better
don't
game
no,
I don't
in
even
my
think
eyes.
either of these rules have really affected the Phillies too much. Besides, like, I don't think Nola was ready for a pitch clock somehow. Like, you didn't get ready for that over spring training. I don't understand. But neither of these rules have come into play really
The
for the Phil's
oh, it
games,
did.
and
the
I still
Rangers
hate
game,
them.
The
Oh,
the
well.
Rangers
Rangers
game with
games.
Schwarber because the umps didn't even know the
Oh, yeah.
rules.
Yeah, he stopped, and they keep calling the Rangers kept just going. Oh, my pitch com's not working,
Yeah,
and
so
getting
that could
stoppages
just be
so they wouldn't
completely
get a
made up.
ball.
Like
Yeah,
it's
there's stupid like little things like that you can get around it in certain cases
I
from
can't imagine
pitching wise.
I can't imagine a situation where the players don't push back on something like this, and I don't know when they
I mean, you
can.
saw Bryce's comments on ESPN on Sunday.
Yeah,
Did you see those when he's like, oh yeah, the players want their game back or something like that when he got
it's the
asked about the new
truth.
rules, and then it went to commercial or something, and then Ravitch tried to get him to like respond to that, and he's like, I don't remember saying that actually, or something like that,
Yeah,
because
give
he
the
didn't want to, I
fans their
guess, get in
game
trouble or
back.
anything.
Like this is
Yeah,
it's miserable, dude. Somebody
I dislike it.
somebody pointed out the Machado thing where he got tossed or he got into an
I
Well,
think he
he
argument.
got
got
ejected
he
after
got
one
tossed
after a
after being
strikeout.
striking out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're asking a guy to completely change how he's played baseball for the first 27 years of his life. Like what? And
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
I
just
hate it.
it's
I hate
baffling,
it. And
dude.
then somebody we
I
know will be like, well, all the players have the new same rules. I don't care. Baseball players are creatures of habit,
It's
and they're
great
just
for the
switching all
game.
over here.
Great for the game.
Yeah, great for the game.
Yeah,
Awful.
it
I
just
I hate it. And I'll be at the Phillies game on Friday.
oh, dude, stop. The
I'm
baby
gonna
is
spend so much less more money.
well,
It's good for my wallet, I guess. I won't be able to go to the concessions as much when the
I'm gonna have to start
game
getting
cuts
there
off.
you'll miss
Yeah,
super
you're
early
gonna.
so I can get my food.
you'll miss
Like,
4.5
That's tough
innings
for you.
standing in
I
line
even
for
s
pizza.
Go to
I
Chickies
smoked
and Pete's.
I spoke to my wife about it, and we both agreed, food is part of the experience when you go to the ballpark, and they are taking part of that experience away from me. They are now rushing me through this. It's just the worst.
It's
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
like the
well,
pitch
Sorry.
clock.
Darla. I gotta get rid of her. Hold on.
you take care. I just like I, I I put my kids to bed at
No.
7 o'clock. The game starts at 7. By the time the whole bedtime routine's done, it's the 8th inning, and like
Yeah.
I missed the entire
You
game.
you can't even text and complain about the Phillies
Uh,
stinking.
Listen, I can still do that because I can watch it on my
We
phone.
got like the Reds next, and we got
Listen,
somebody stinky. Then the Reds again. Then Miami, which you never know there. But our next 5 years, we're gonna be over 500 easily.
well, we'll
Well,
We're
see.
back to talking about the Phillies because
We'll
first episode featuring Darla.
yeah.
So
Shout out. Just an unbelievable. Like I think, like to really focus on the shortness of the game, and Carl Ravitch mentioning at the end of Sunday Night Baseball how it was a 2 hour and 32 minute game or whatever, and it's like, dude, anybody who's actually watching and paying attention to that game does not care. They just don't.
no,
But
not at
I
all.
mean,
And then you got like people like all those writers like Jeff Pass and being like, nobody's offered an actual argument for why they want more time and stuff. I mean, just rushing the game and rushing the pitchers doesn't make it better in my eyes.
well,
I guess I'm a actual baseball fan that actually cares about it. I don't know.
and then
yeah, it almost turns them into pitching machines. It's like,
Yeah,
do. Like,
all it
yeah,
come
does
on.
is and then encourages gamesmanship, and then there's like an ump stopped the game. I've watched a lot of baseball over the first week of the season, all across the board, and the ump stops a game because he's like, oh well, you're quick pitching this guy, and it's like, well, What does that mean? How can you decide that? Like, how can
Yeah.
you make that decision that he's quick pitching? You're just essentially making that up because you think that.
Got to make sure he gets the pitch in time.
Yeah, like he's on a time clock too. So it's all
Yeah.
crap, and it's old man yells at cloud for a good portion of it, because who knows if it'll ever actually change and we'll go back to the way that it
If they
was.
have it in the playoffs, I'll.
I mean, they're going to. What do you mean? That's if they don't have it in the playoffs,
Yeah, then they'll
we're
show
just
it.
continuing to
Yeah.
do the stupidest things ever, because then you're changing the game you just played the whole season for. It's like the extra runner it's like the ghost runner guy at second base in extra innings. You do that in the regular season, but then you don't do it in the playoffs. What is the point of it then?
You know what the opposite argument to that is, though? I mean, the NHL does, what, 3-on-3 now
That's
in
true. They
overtime,
do have
and then
different
in playoffs,
overtimes.
they go to regular, just sudden death, 5-on-5 overtime, because it's
That's
the
valid.
playoffs. So, I mean,
But that's
you can
also
argue that,
3-on-3
but
overtime and the shootout. People hate that too. Like, that's a consistent thing that hockey fans think the shootout. Well, some hockey fans think the shootout is a dumb way to end it. Just end it in a tie. Everybody gets a point. And we all go home. Like that. So there's people that hate both sides of that as well. So I don't know.
People want ties in hockey?
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
I mean, they used to
Yeah.
have ties in
There's
hockey.
ties forever and ever in hockey.
Didn't know that.
And then they used to
Learned
just
that something-
play
learned
like
something new
sudden
today.
death overtime, and you had crazy,
Yeah.
insane games that lasted forever.
Now, listen. All I know is that I miss the days of getting Wilson Valdez pitching in the 17th inning of a game and getting outs, or Roy Oswalt making catches in right field because he ran out of position players. Like Vince Velasquez
Electric.
had maybe he should have made him a
Yeah.
permanent right fielder and not a
He
starter.
did
When
have
he
a
threw
hose.
that, no,
He
he
was
threw that guy
incredible.
out from left field, right?
Yeah, it was
Or
unbelievable.
something like that at home. Yeah, probably
It
better
wasn't
there
even
than
his best
on the
play as a
mound.
Philly. It wasn't even his best play when he
No.
broke his arm and then threw the
That was
threw the
with
guy
the
out
other
with his
arm.
other
That was a
hand.
good one.
Yeah, that was
That one's
good.
incredible.
Right.
But
Well, we've gone enough down the Vince Velasquez walk of or memory walk here. I say we dive into it a little bit. Let's just go right into baseball, since we're pretty much already there. It has been an interesting opening two series for Major League Baseball, kind of across the board. There's a lot of thoughts, a lot of interesting things to happen in terms of teams. I think the Phillies were the last team in Major League Baseball to get a win, but regardless, they decided
They're
to
injured.
back out tomorrow and not play their game against the Reds in their home opener. So, but Bovada still has a ton of baseball lines for a Thursday, and I'll kick it off with you, Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with. Wait. One question. They don't do the 7-inning rule, right? It's still, is it 9 on
For what?
Friday?
for double headers,
Double
No, I
headers?
think
But
they
didn't do it?
removed that.
Okay, I forgot. All right. Good, because I hated that
Wait,
too.
they're playing a double
But
header
anyways,
Friday?
because they're playing Friday during the day and night now because
I don't
they had to move
think
the
so.
game.
Really?
Yeah,
Are they playing a 4-game series against the Reds?
No, yeah. Or is it
What,
4?
they're supposed to have an off day on Friday.
Yeah, Friday was
They were
supposed to be an
supposed to have
off
an off day.
day. Friday
Oh,
was a
then
built-in
maybe
off
not
day.
then.
Yeah,
Oh,
What are you
maybe not
talking
then.
about?
he's making
I
things
don't know.
up.
Anyways, all right.
You're
Wow.
going?
Oh.
Unbelievable. This guy.
All right. Somebody finds me the password. What's the password?
Oh man, hang on. Before you give your pick in a second, this dude believed the Battlehawks were moving to Los Angeles.
All right. Hold
There's
on.
no
a
excuse.
second.
There's no
I'm
excuse for it,
going to
Mike.
defend myself.
There's no
I'm going to
defense.
defend
Believed
myself.
it for 3 full days is insane.
It was Saturday. I went out at 10 in the morning. I was in New York City.
What day
went
was
out
Saturday?
at 10.
Mixing enough
What
water.
day
Saturday was
was-
also April 2nd.
No, it
April
was not.
2nd
It
was Saturday.
April 1st.
No.
It was April 1st. There was a giant event on that Saturday morning in your life. The fact that you don't know the
It
date
was
is insane.
it was April 1st. All right. Anyways, so it was April 1st. And while I was out from 10 to, it was like 2:00. I was out since 10, watching the Palace Boys, all that stuff. And I got that text, and I gave it a read, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. They're doing the same thing that the Rams did, and then I just moved on.
What's another name for April 1st?
April Fools.
Okay.
No, I got it. Yeah. So
Dude,
the St. Louis Battlehawks are not moving to Los Angeles.
Mike's an April Fool. Mike's an
you
April Fool.
once you
Understandable.
realize what the date is that day, you just don't believe anything. You don't believe anything.
I wasn't
As
paying
speaking for
attention.
experience, I'm a gullible guy. You guys know I fall for
You
things all the
no.
time. So on that day, I go the complete opposite. I need concrete evidence before I need it. My wife's like, "Oh, we're having eggs this morning." I need to see those eggs first
I need to
before
see
I
him made.
believe that we're having those eggs. All right.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, tough one for me. Tough one. I didn't put any thought into about it until I said something in the group chat yesterday or today, whenever that was.
don't worry,
And
St. Louis. The Battlehawks aren't going anywhere.
Home
Good
field
call.
advantage. Mike, give me your baseball.
I'm gonna start with the White Sox against the Giants. I'm gonna go Chicago White Sox minus 135. They got Lance Lynn on the mound. He dude pitches the ball pretty well, so that's it. I'm gonna take the White Sox.
I'm also on the
They
White
started
Sox.
off well, but I think they've lost a few games in a row. So
They beat the Giants 7-1.
they're
today,
3-3,
and they won yesterday.
unless they okay. All
But-
right, then April Fools.
Mike, the April Fool. Mark,
Just
The
one.
April Fools threw me off.
I said I'm on the White Sox as well. Mark, where are you at?
I'm on the Braves. They got Spencer Strider on the mound. He's very good. They're playing the Padres, and I know they got Snell on the mound, and they're also very good. But I believe in Strider. He's incredible. They're minus 165, so I'm gonna parlay them with another pick, the Dodgers, minus 155 against the Diamondbacks. I think that's just a better team overall. That comes out at plus 164. Bang.
Matt on the
Well,
Padres plus 139 at Bovada.
so am I.
But also,
So am I.
Padres plus 139, Mike?
Yeah. I'm also on the
Wow.
Padres there.
Matt and myself are also both on that Dodgers pick, though, at minus 155.
Let's go.
You want to talk about plus money?
Uh-oh.
Plus money. The Tigers plus 126 tomorrow. Who are they playing, Mike? I just saw it.
The
The Red
Tigers
Sox.
are
Yeah.
playing the Red Sox.
I've
Chris Sale hasn't pitched well in who knows how long.
Chris Sale hasn't pitched in general in
That's true.
what feels like decades. But the Tigers, they gave Houston a little bit of a battle over the past 3 days, so they've looked pretty good. I think
Tigers got a solid squad.
Yeah, they definitely do. So I'm in on the Tigers for this one, and then my last pick is the Rockies minus 140. The Nats are just terrible. They're very bad. So
They're
you
bad.
can't not go with them. Mike, what
The
else do you have in
line-
baseball?
The line in that Rockies game moved to minus 145.
That works.
I'm also on it. CJ Crone, cool name, has like 2 or 3 home runs already. So I'm riding with the Rockies as well.
Rockies.
Shame
yeah,
he
to
doesn't
go
spell
back-
it the right way.
Yeah, true. He does spell it wrong. But we should trade for him, put him at first base. But I'm going to take the
Probably.
Diamondbacks plus 130. They got a tough lineup with Ketel Marte. You got Corbin Carroll, who's going to win Rookie of the Year. You got Christian Walker, Kennedy Kendrick's finest. They got a tough ball club at the Diamondbacks.
I don't hate it. But I do
With
because
Merrill
I do.
Kelly on
It's
the mound.
Dodgers. We're on the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So when I heard all 3 of you guys on there, it's perfect.
No, it's not. It should have been a podcast special, and you ruined it.
Yeah, you had a chance.
I like the Diamondbacks. They got a good club. I got it written
like
down.
I like their logo, but they're
Almost dropped my phone.
wow. All right,
Would've
I'm
been
just
a
gonna
shambles.
let that go.
And my
Oh,
case
man,
is broken.
Greg, are you
so
okay?
I don't
I'm
have
like
a
all of a
case.
sudden getting sick, so I don't know what's going on.
It's all this bullcrap Mike's
It
talking.
really might be. He's getting me
Rude.
sick in the through the whatever. I'm losing it. I'm also trying to look things up and hope that my computer doesn't
Explode.
explode.
We can look it up for you.
Well, true.
We can
I'm
look it
trying
up
to
for
do
you.
No, I think I'm good. I'm just trying to figure
alright.
out
Where are
what
we
my-
moving to? We
my
going
lock
to
of the week
XFL?
is, because I didn't pick it. Yes, that,
Wow, it doesn't
Ooh.
even have a lock.
I have it. I
my
have
gosh.
it. Consider doing darts,
Oh
but I don't
my
trust it
God.
this week. So we're going to go to the XFL, though, as Mark said. We'll roll in there. Obviously, Bovada has all the lines in the XFL. There is all the games. Mike, the Defenders, they blew it. It's first loss of the year. A tough one.
Did not cover the minus 10. What are you
Hard
gonna do?
to cover minus
Can't
10
win
when
'em
you-
all.
when you lose outright. That's true.
Right. Can't win them all. But they're bouncing back their dogs this week
Crazy.
at Seattle. So I'm
Love
going to take them
the
plus
Defenders.
110. I'm going to take
Double
the Defenders
dip.
plus 110.
Give me
I'll
two
double
chips
dip, too.
to
I want a
double
double
dip on
dip.
the. I love the Sea Dragons. You know I'm a Sea Dragon guy, but
Well,
this is prime Defender spot right
Yeah.
here.
I want the double
So
dip on the defenders as well.
it's
It's
plus
plus
1.5,
1.5, right?
plus 110.
Yep.
Defenders plus 1.5, minus 110. Defenders plus 110.
That's just a line you got to jump on.
I'm
Yes, it
also
is.
on the double dip, so we can call it a little triple dip
Oh
action.
no! Oh
For
no!
Let's go.
The
listen,
Sixto dip.
Is Matt on it?
dip. No, he is not. He did not
Wow,
send in XFL picks. Surprisingly enough.
surprising.
I mean, probably not surprising because I just assume he didn't pay attention to a lot of it, but it is what it is.
True.
I'm taking the Renegades plus 1.5, minus 110 against the Guardians. Because I just think the Orlando Guardians stink. I don't know why. Mike, anything else in the XFL?
Yeah, my only other pick is I'm going to take the Brahmas plus 5, minus 110.
Love that. I'm on the
No
Roughnecks.
reasoning for it.
I'm on the Roughnecks because the Brahmas stink, even though they got a coach that was in a movie.
Mike's taking the Brahmas because he secretly has the Brahma Bull tattoo like The Rock.
Mike wants to be called Brahma.
What? I mean, all right. I'm just gonna give my last pick in the XFL.
That was my last pick in the XFL. I thought we were moving on.
The newly crowned Los Angeles Battlehawks are -7, minus 110. I'm taking them in that matchup, so we'll go from there. Does that close
The
out the
Brahmas lost by 14 against the Vipers last week?
Wasn't good, buddy.
I'm telling. It's already on the card. Should have looked that up before the pick.
Probably.
Yep.
Then let's go to soccer then, fellas. I mean, the Premier League back in action. Just an unbelievable stroke of bad luck for the Reds, Mike. But they did, they lose to Leeds. They went up 1-0. They lose 2-1 to Leeds. They did, however, issue a statement, full confidence in Steve Cooper moving forward, despite the challenges that they've had in the Premier League this year. Full confidence, Steve Cooper is the manager.
They're gonna fire him, and then on the last day, they're gonna get sent down when they hire Patrick Vieira, and Palace stomps on them.
How
Yikes!
dare you? Steve Cooper's not.
Palace looked amazing this week. Palace, they scored at the end. Mateta, beautiful pass from Ayu, scored in the 94th to win. But we had like 30 shots. We actually looked capable of scoring this week under Roy Hodgson, instead of Vieira, who just plays defense pretty much the whole time and plays people out of position. So that's why I'm taking Palace again, plus 250 against Leeds this week. This is a big matchup to make sure we don't get down into the relegation zone. So it's another big one.
I'm going to take Leeds. I'm going to take Leeds in that game. Plus 110. The line here makes no sense. I mean, they're not that great to be this heavy of a favorite. So I don't know. There's no reason
we kind of stink away.
I understand, but it's still a heavy line. I know Leeds is coming off a big win. McKennie played really well in that last game. So good for the Americans. But I'm going to take them to win here. Continue that. Get another 3 points.
Listen, I don't
Palace.
I guess. I just think there's going to be goals in that Nottingham Forest Aston Villa game. I have to stop taking the money line because they just continue to lose, and when I do that, they get closer and closer to potentially being relegated, and I can't have that on my conscience.
Yeah, it'll definitely be your fault.
Probably.
Oh no! God bless you.
Big sneeze.
Yeah, what's going on over there?
All of a sudden, my allergies have kicked in, and my nose is running, my eyes are getting itchy.
Is that a cat behind you?
I don't know. It might be.
He's just walking around in there.
It's so bad. Regardless, I'm on the over 2.5, minus 110 at Bovada for that matchup. I'm also on, speaking of teams that are tied for that last relegation spot with the 27 the 27 points. West Ham, I have them taking on Fulham plus 165 in that matchup, simply because Mark took Fulham last week and Fulham lost outright. So I think West Ham takes it down here.
I have Fulham plus 175 there. That is tough. They are missing Mitrovic. He got banned like eight games because he pushed the ref or whatever. But I still think that a known West Ham fan sent a list of the rest of their games and said which ones the easy wins were. and one of them was the Newcastle game, and West Ham lost 5-1 today. And he also said easy for the Fulham game, so I'm taking Fulham.
How is Newcastle the one that you put down as an easy win? They've won 4 of their last 5.
Because you know who he is, and he's dumb.
You're not wrong. You're not a wrong person, so I get that.
And
Newcastle
he's
definitely
living in
not an easy
delusion.
win. Not
He's
an
living
easy
in
win at this
delusion.
point. No.
And probably not an easy win
Yeah.
for a long time
Yeah.
time coming.
Mhm.
I can't even talk now. My allergies are killing me. Matt has Tottenham Brighton over 2.5 minus 120, and he also, I mean, this guy's going for everything. He's got Man City, Southampton 3-0 exact score plus 575. Really
Wow.
digging deep. I mean, digging deep into the Bovada books there. So
I got Man City on my card at minus 385.
all right,
I'm gonna
Digging
parlay
deep.
them. I'm gonna parlay them with my boys, the Gunners, at plus 140 playing against Liverpool. Liverpool's not playing that good right now. Arsenal's playing for their life. They gotta win this game, which is why I'm making it my lock of the week.
ooh,
The
The
plus
parlay?
140. No, not the parlay, just the Arsenal game. The parlay pays 202, but the Arsenal at plus 140 with the lock. I just believe in the
Wow.
Gunners. We're getting close here. This
You're
is the stretch, and I
you're
believe in
putting
the Gunners.
locks on Arsenal in the championship race
feels like
coming
a
down to
bad
the
move.
wire.
Feels like a bad move.
I have confidence in my boys. They are playing well. They are
Mike,
playing well. I am now I'm scared.
Mike,
But
I know the name.
I'm
I know the name of Mushy Mark is retired after
the
you and Matt's
Gonzaga
win
game.
last week.
it was a great Gonzaga. I mean, I have a good lock record,
But
so
that'd
don't
be
question
tough.
me. Come on.
That'd be tough if Arsenal loses or draws this week.
I mean, also the value that I felt like I was getting
That
was
is good
very
value.
tempting.
That is
So
good
I
value.
was
That is
like,
good
you know
value.
what? 140 at 5 units. That's pretty nice to me.
This
And
should make you feel
yeah.
better, Mark. I'm taking Liverpool plus 175 in that game against Arsenal. So that should make you feel at least a little bit better.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Mike, anything else in soccer?
Confirm.
Yeah.
Makes me feel better. Confirm.
My last pick, even though it might be against a new coach bump game. Oh, wait, no. Maybe that was last week. I'm taking Brighton plus 170. Tottenham are horrible.
Yeah,
They're
they
terrible.
are. Even though the goal
They
that the guy from Everton scored to tie the game was sick.
Oh, yeah, Michael Keane buried that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, Tottenham should have buried Everton after that red card. Tottenham just can't score other than PKs with Harry Kane. So I'm gonna go with Brighton there. They're playing amazing ball this year. They're battling for Europe. Brighton plus 170.
Mark, anything else in soccer?
No, that's it for me.
There was the potential that Chris was going to be on this week. He unfortunately couldn't make it, but he did throw in some picks. He sees everybody creeping away from him, so he's got Wrexham in the first half minus 0.5 at even money. He's got Wrexham minus 1 for the game, minus 130, and then over 2.5 goals, minus 120 for you. I'm going to sneeze again. It's coming. Somebody else talk for a second.
Shocking picks from Chris there. I could have never seen those coming. You know, it's a good thing that he is not a mushy type of picker because Wrexham would just be having a terrible season.
Instead,
Wrexham might not go up.
Huh?
What? Aren't they? Isn't there another team that's right around them though?
I'd have to
Let's
look
see.
at the
I'll
National
check the
League
look.
I'm
table.
pretty sure there's Wrexham ends in first by like 2 points, and only one team can go up.
It's Notts County, and it's 3 points.
Wow.
They're both like over 100 or like what? They might be at
Wrexham's
99.
at 100, and Notts County's at 97.
Yeah.
How many more games?
And
they
only
have?
one team can go up. That I don't know, but that's tough. Both teams are going to probably be over 100. Only one gets to go up. They might need to change it to 2 teams next time.
Who does Wrexham play next?
We're not going to change it to 2 teams. It's been 1 team forever.
I know.
What's Wrexham's
I don't know
next
how many
match?
games.
I don't know how many
more
games they play in the National League. Also, by the way, you know you keep asking that. They're playing FC Halifax Town, which I can't imagine
So
that's
there's
a
24 teams. So my guess is they play 48 games, and they're
That
at
would be
40 right
incorrect. They
now.
play 46 games because
Oh yeah, you're
they're
right.
one of the 24.
So
Halifax.
they have a
So,
game, and they have a game in hand. So they have
oh,
6
that's
games left,
huge.
and
They're
a game up
huge.
3. So
Halifax is they have a -8 goal differential. They have 46 points. They're in 17th in the table.
that's tough.
Wrexham with a 69 goal differential for the positive seems like that one should be an easy one, but you never know with soccer. That's
Yeah.
kind of how it works. But regardless, fellas, let's go to tennis. Mike, I'll start with you because I'm sure you have something in store for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with my first pick is we'll go with Tamara Zidansek against Mirjam Borklund. She did not even qualify for the Miami Open, so she's had some time to rest. I'm gonna take her -150. Hopefully,
-150.
I said those names right.
Mark, you got anything
That was-
in tennis?
I actually do not have anything in tennis this week. I'm saving some of my picks up for some golf picks.
All
So
right. Going to be a
Mm.
quick tennis
For
segment then. Mike, what else do you have?
Yeah, I just had my rest was with that pick as a parlay. I'm gonna take Azarenka -225 against Anna Kalinitskaya and Sarah Cerebus Tormo -325 against Emiliana Arango. So yeah, that parlay, those three come back at +215.
So what was the original individual line for Turbo?
For Tormo, -325.
-325. So then you have Zidonsic,
Yep,
Azarenka, and Tormo +212.
215.
Close enough. Try to Philly
My
parlay
city.
me. Well, my city.
Yeah, I'm doing the Philly value parlay.
are you a Jacksonville guy or a Philly guy? I can't tell.
I got a lot of hometowns.
That mustache makes me think it's Jacksonville.
I don't know anybody on this show who has that many hometowns. So um, let's get out of tennis then real quick, and we'll dive into the NHL. I mean, hockey season has to be right towards the end of it. I think we're just maybe a week or two away from the start of the arguably the best postseason in all of sports with the NHL playoffs coming up. Somebody can finally put the Flyers out of their misery, but there is a loaded card on Bovada for games to pick from when it comes to the NHL. So, Mark, I'll start with you.
I'm going to start with the Flyers. I'm going to take the Dallas Stars -1.5, -105 against them. I just really need them to keep losing. Just get those Bedard percentage points up. We need
There's teams below them. I'm just looking at the standings. I'm shocked.
there
'Cause
are
they're
teams below them.
horrible.
They it in surprising
Oh,
news, Mike. They
Columbus is
don't.
down there.
Yeah, in surprising news, they don't know how to tank correctly.
No,
So
they don't. Amazing that
So-
Johnny Hockey went to Columbus, and Columbus is still the worst team in the league.
Yeah,
I'll
they
never
have
forgive
15
Chuck
less
Fletcher.
points than the Flyers. Yeah,
we
horrible.
we I understand we're getting a different shade of orange and different jerseys next year. Sweet. Can we please have new owners? Thank you.
Yeah, different shade of orange.
Gritty. I'm about to buy Greg a Gritty jersey.
I almost threw the hat out. I believe me, I will throw the jersey out. Or
I was in what's it called today? Rally House, and I was looking around. They had tons of Gritty jerseys in there. I was very tempted
I'm
to
sorry,
buy you one.
Gritty jerseys? They actually sell them? I thought you were kidding.
Dude, it was 0-0 Gritty.
Ugh. I don't hate Gritty. I don't hate Gritty, but I do wish the team was good when we had Gritty, because Greg made me think he's right. He made me think it's correct.
I mean,
That Gritty is just a merchandising thing.
It's not even my original take. It's something I've seen from other people, but it's dead on balls accurate. Like, I don't know what else to say. Oh,
I don't hate him though,
God.
because I love the Fanatic, and he is very similar. But I mean, you're not wrong. I do have a Gritty shirt. It was made by a local artist, so it didn't go to.
It's a little different then.
It's a little different.
I have a 3 foot plush Gritty doll who brought Christmas presents to my house 2 years ago.
There
Wow.
you go.
I'm gonna go down and kick it. I'm gonna go downstairs after we're done the show and kick it. Oh, God.
You go buy the jerseys just to burn them. Be one of
They'd
those
have
people.
It's so bad, dude.
Yeah, I was walking around the store and I saw it. I just started chuckling to myself.
I mean, like, what? It doesn't matter. They suck. It just like it's
They sell
Oh,
Fanatic
geez.
jerseys too, Greg.
yeah, but that's different because the
Because
Fanatic
it's a star and not a number.
the Fanatic is an established brand who's been around for like 60, 80 years, whatever it is, 20 years, I think. 30, I guess at this point probably 30 or 40 years, but still, it doesn't matter. It's
Pick one. Pick one.
I gave you a
Yeah.
whole litany of
If
decades.
you just said 1 year, I think it'd be
Between
fine.
20 and 70 years. Which one
It's
of
been around
those?
for at some point that distance. But the point is that when the Phillies stink, they don't use the Fanatic as the way they make all their money. They just stink, and that's the end of it. The Flyers, they use Gritty in a way to stay relevant, I guess, and as a marketing ploy, more than just like potentially putting, you know, a good team on the ice, which is
Getting
so rare.
actually good hockey players to win hockey
You
It's
mean-
games.
propaganda. It's propaganda, Greg.
You mean
1978.
You mean finally drafting a goalie prospect who pans out and is extremely good, and then giving him absolutely zero help around him? And believe me, the Ryan Ellis contract where you sign him and he suffers an insane injury that essentially means he's played 4 games and will probably never play hockey again. Like that's crazy.
Unlucky.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
just bad luck. But there's so many other things. Not trading JVR at the trade deadline for literally any sort of pieces. Like it's just awful. I can't.
not getting Johnny Hockey.
That's taking the Capitals minus 165 on Bovada. He's also got the Kraken minus 360, and he's parlaying them together plus 105. I don't know.
The
Is
Kraken.
Squidward?
That's a Kraken.
Oh, okay.
It's a Kraken,
There you
dude.
go.
What do you mean? Is that Squidward?
Squidward.
Honestly, if it
I like
was Squidward,
Squidward,
that'd
I'm
be
not gonna lie.
freaking awesome.
Bucket.
First of all, that would be awesome. I'm on the Bruins minus 1.5 again. Puck line against the Maple Leafs. I know the Maple Leafs are good, but the Bruins are on a historic pace here.
What's
So,
the line for minus 1.5?
plus 170.
Plus 170. I have the Maple Leafs money line plus 130. I'm also on the Buffalo Sabres minus 115. I'm just waiting for them. Every week I bet on them whenever their lines are up and they have a Thursday game, and that's just the way it is. I don't know what to tell you. Mike, hockey.
Yeah. I have. Oh, to confirm, the Fanatic was introduced in 1978. So
All right, that was close. 70 years.
50, 60 years, something like that.
No,
But
78, man, we're bad at math.
Guys,
It's like
it's
40.
22 plus 23. It's 45.
Thanks,
Well, I said
Mark.
50 for some. Either way, over in the Capitals Canadians game. Over
Greg wasn't
6.5,
wrong, though. It
minus
is between
110.
20 and 70.
Thank you.
He had the right era. But yeah,
Over 7.5, Mike.
6.5 minus 110.
7.5
Good, the
would be an
Cap-
insane hockey number.
Capitals get me a lot overs. Those are. I feel like that happens pretty often. Maybe not 7.5, 7 more often. The Devils Blue Jackets game 7.
Not surprising. I'm also
Panthers
on.
Senators as well.
I'm on the Wild plus 120 because the Penguins stink.
So am I.
You're on that one too, Mark. What
Yep.
else do you have?
And they might keep him out of the playoffs.
It would be great.
I hope they keep him out of the playoffs. I got the Vegas Golden Knights. They're taking on the Kings. Minus 130. Golden Knights, great name. Great expansion team. Just wonderful team. I wish they won that Stanley Cup. But I like them over the Kings here.
Mike, this is typically where you also take the Golden Knights.
I those are my only 2 picks this time.
Wow.
But I was looking at that line. Are they at home? Yeah, put them on my card. I'll have to go grab my Mark Stone jersey. Shout out Mark Stone, best player in the NHL.
Shout out another Mark. Great guy.
Minus 130.
Cool name.
for you.
Cool name.
My last pick in hockey is those LA Kings plus 120. I went with a lot of underdogs in hockey, and I hope to
That will end well.
pile up some points here. Maybe. Come on. I got to be able to find a couple winners on Bovada. My guess is
I
no.
don't believe that.
My guess is no. Let's go to darts
Hmm.
really quickly because I know there's no one else on the show that is going to pick anything in
Oh,
darts.
Dirk Van Dyven booty.
he did.
W.
Whoa.
He did take down Gabriel Clemens in
He
the
was
second.
like minus 250, but still.
Well,
Win.
yeah. I mean, he's like the number 8 player in the world, and Clemens is like somewhere in the
Oh,
20s.
yeah, I knew that. Clemens still fighting for his tour card.
Incorrect. Gabriel Clemens went to the
Oh,
semifinals of the World Championship last year.
my bad. Well, I thought.
Regardless, Premier League, Birmingham, Nathan Aspinall versus Johnny Clayton, even money, and then just the parlay of the other 3 matchups. It's the other 3 guys in the top 4: MVG, Gerwin Price, Michael Smith, plus 171 in the parlay for their first round matchups. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody else cares. Mark, you're not taking anything. Mike, you're not taking anything.
No.
So
Whoa.
go ahead, Mike.
How do you know?
Do you want Dirk Van Dijvenbode this week in it's the tournament Saturday, Sunday, Monday this week. Do you want him in the Interwet German Darts Grand Prix?
No, I'm all right.
You're not taking him? Okay. So let's move on. We have a
I'll,
lot.
I'll take Nathan Aspinall. Did you say that's who you were taking?
Yeah, in the first round, yes.
Yeah, I'll ride with Nathan Aspinall. Even odds against Johnny Clayton.
Clayton won last week, though. Big win, launches him up the table with a lot of time left. The champion from 2 years ago and the table topper of last year's regular season. I
So
don't
they
know.
go and play one darts match
No, so that's how it used to be.
and go.
The last 2 years, it's 8 guys. So it used to be 10 people, and they would play. And then week 9, 2 people, the bottom 2 would be relegated out of the Premier League, and then the final 8 would finish. And there used to be ties and everything, and it was like a real table system. Now it's 8 players. They play an 8-man tournament every Thursday. Wherever you finish each week is worth points. There's a table system. Top 4 make the playoffs. Playoffs are in a little bit, but either way.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so Aspinall versus Clayton for you there. Let's go to the UFC. The UFC with a rare week off, but comes back firing with a gigantic matchup, a rematch, the chance for Israel Adesanya to attempt to regain his title from Alexander. I said it right, Alexander Pereira, right?
Correct.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. I thought I was going with the wrong name there.
I think he just goes by Alex, but yeah.
Listen,
Greg got a little formal.
I'm dying here. I got allergies.
Didn't know you had to go by his government name. I don't know.
Mr. Alexander Pereira.
Listen, Alex Pereira, Israel Adesanya headlining Masvidal versus Burns in the co-main event. Tons of fun matchups on this. Mark, you usually skip the UFC. I'll go to you first.
All right, so I'm gonna start with Rob Font. Talk about value in the UFC. Plus
I'm on
152.
I'm also
Yeah.
on this. I hate this.
Let's go. Rob
I think
Font.
that's a big value play. I was going to say the same exact thing. Giannis is good. He's young. I think he's younger, more up and comer type guy. But Font's fought some absolute beasts in there. Him being plus 152 was kind of shocking when I saw that line.
It's begging me to take it.
You want to talk about
I
underdogs
agree.
that I found shocking? GM3, baby. Gerald Mearshart.
Oh, stop
plus
it.
160?
Oh, look.
What are we talking about
Come on.
here? Gerald
Greg
Mearshart?
betting against Philly again. Who's shocked?
Wait, who's
Greg hates
There's
Philly.
so many good
Who's the
Philly
Philly
fighters,
guy?
apparently.
Body bags. Joseph Pfeiffer.
Name one good Philly fighter right now, Coletta. Go.
How do you Joseph Pfeiffer?
He fights out of Philly.
Okay, name one that isn't the guy that Mike just said.
All right, give me 1 second to look it up. There's Jaron Boots Ennis, Joe Frazier, B
We're not
Hop.
talking about boxing. We're not talking about boxing.
You are that is boxing. Boots Ennis is the guy, and he's gonna fight on that Davis
Nobody cares about
Ryan
boxing.
card.
What about Danny?
Wrong.
The Danny kid.
When's the last time we did a boxing pick that wasn't Jake Paul on the show?
The odds are tough, but it doesn't mean that's not good matchups.
Nobody talks about it.
I'm gonna take Tank Davis win
While we're
in that
talking
week.
in the UFC, is it
I'll be on that side.
is it really good for them to be with the WWE now in that new deal? Is that true? That wasn't April Fool's, right?
No, that was
No, that's true. I don't
Vince
think it
McMahon's
really
mustache was
matters.
April Fool's.
Dude, that was crazy. That was something on that. But yeah, I don't think it really matters. I don't think they'll do any actual crossovers or anything.
Does it
Like
bring in any question of scripting the UFC?
I doubt it. I think
I
All right,
don't think
good.
so. I think the only thing it's going to do is help fighters pay. So I think it'd be a good thing
Ooh,
for
that's a good
UFC
idea.
fighters and
There you
stuff.
go.
I think
Way to
that's the
think
only thing,
about
but it's just some big group that owns both. Like I don't think it's anything more than that.
yeah.
But
it. All
Mike,
right, fair enough.
what's your next pick?
But I am on. I'll give you my quick parlay before any of my other picks. I do have Pfeiffer there minus 200 body bags, and then I got Jacqueline Amarim versus Sam Hughes minus 265. I think she's just going to take down the Sam page and submit her. She got great BJJ, and then I'm going to take for the final third of the parlays, Luana Pinheiro minus 164 against Michelle Waterson.
Minus
Waterson's done.
154?
164.
164.
Waterson's done. We'll probably just kick air, and Pinheiro will beat
Just
her.
rude to the karate hottie for no reason.
Yeah, she's had a great career. It's just time for the younger generation that I don't think she can keep up with them.
What's the
But my
parlay?
parlay, yeah, comes back. Those three picks come back at plus 233.
Plus 233 at Bovada.
Yes.
Okay. Matt, one pick in the UFC this week. It's a tough. I mean, he's really going out on a limb here. Gilbert Burns minus 425 for his only pick. So,
How many picks has he given so far?
he has one,
Like
two.
four?
He's got 4, 6, 7. He's got 8 picks out so far. But don't worry, he has some golf
I'm
picks.
shocked.
So, I'm on Chris Curtis.
I'm just waiting for his lock.
I'm on Chris Curtis plus 110. It's a good one. I'm on Chris Curtis plus 110 in his matchup. Who's he taking on? Old guy, right?
Wow, Gastelum.
Yeah,
I didn't
Chris
even
Curtis
see that
all
fight.
day.
I went over that one. Yeah, that's a Gastelum's. He's there, but yeah, I don't know. It all depends.
Mark, what do you have?
If Curtis
yes.
fights him like
So
who-
I got one more pick, but it's the main event. So
All right, then Mike, continue to talk trash on Kelvin
Yeah.
Gastelum.
I was just saying if Curtis fights him like he fought who's the Swedish? Who am I thinking?
who's
He's
this?
been in the UFC forever.
Jack
Hermanson.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he fights him like Hermanson, where he just danced around the cage the whole time, then you'll lose. But Gastelum likes to throw punches, so I think that'll be somebody's going to go out. I think early.
Gone.
So he could be the one that goes out early.
That's why I'm going Curtis plus 110.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna take Mr. 305, Mr. Miami, Jorge Masvidal plus 325. He might just get laid on by Gilbert Burns the whole time, but I'll take the value. He can catch Gilbert Burns and knock him out. Journeyman versus journeyman fight.
Plus 325 is serious value.
Yeah.
I'm on it too.
Good value. Fighting in Miami at home. He did say if he loses, he's probably going to retire, but
listen,
I'll take him.
This is the week of value. I'm also on Santiago Ponzinibbio plus 200.
That is good value too.
Listen, I like Kevin Holland.
Can't bet against my guy though.
I think his story is great. Whatever is in my house is trying to kill me via allergies.
Dude, this is wild. It's been a wild 50 minutes because it's been an evolution. It's like watching someone get just blackout drunk. But instead, you went from normal to blackout allergic to something.
The air is trying to kill me. But so Ponzinibbio, like I said, plus 200. I like Kevin Holland, but I think there's a chance that Ponzinibbio just kind of outskills him, if that makes sense.
I agree. I think that's great value.
Then let's go to, if we're all in the main event next, let's go to that main event. Like I mentioned, Alex Pereira defending his title against Israel Adesanya, the former champion, the last style bender. It's a close line. You know, Bovada's not fooling around. Pereira, the slight underdog in this one. Mark, I'll start with you.
I'm going to go with Mr. Alexander Pereira. I apologize. I like the value. And honestly, I just felt like both of you were going to take Izzy. So that's why I'm on Alex. Sorry. Not sorry. Not sorry.
What were the odds, Mark?
Plus 115.
Plus
And
115.
Adesanya's at minus 140. So a little juice there too.
And Adesanya is on my card. I think that if we saw it's a similar situation to that first Leon Edwards Kamaru Usman fight, where it was Adesanya was up on the cards pretty convincingly, and one punch sort of started on the road to victory for
Yeah.
Pereira. So I'm on Izzy in this one to regain the belt. Mike,
Yeah, I don't think and I don't think Pereira's like as skilled enough as like Leon was to come back and be even better in the next one. He's gonna rely on one big power punch. And I think Izzy fights different. That's why I'm prepared to die. I'm making it my lock. Israel Adesanya minus 140. Lock it in. We're getting that title back.
wow,
What are you looking at me like that for?
I
Three and a
just
Getting
half
like
units to win
we're
three and
getting
a half
the
units.
we're
first
getting that title back.
the first UFC lock in the lock
No,
system.
I think I gave one.
What
Who did
happens if he loses?
I
Are
gave
you gonna
one
feel
other.
bad as a mush or?
I mean, yeah, I guess technically I could. Maybe I
'Cause
did give a UFC lock.
I
I
don't
thought I
think
did, but
You did
I don't
not.
think the name was Mikey Mush was retired yet. So
Shout
all
out.
right. Well, anyways,
I was
that's
just
you. That's
trying
what
to.
you sound like, Mike.
I was just
Izzy
trying,
Adesanya, we're gonna knock him out. That's why we also have plus 350 KO, TKO, DQ. He's gonna go forward this time. He sat back a little bit. He's been sitting back here and there, but he in the second round he had him dazed right at the bell. Izzy can put him out, and I
you
think
said
he's gonna do it.
plus
350.
350.
Alexander the Great.
Well,
Boom.
I'm prepared to die. Let's go
fellas,
win.
speaking of being great, it is the greatest golf tournament on the schedule. The Masters is here. I mean,
I have way too many picks.
me too. We have a ton of
I have a
them.
good amount.
Matt has a ton of them. It's the Masters though. I spent a lot of the day watching the par 3 contest. That was before the air trying to kill me. Mark, I'll start with you.
So I mean, I'll just get it out of the way now. It's the traditional pick
Here's a
for
lot of
myself.
losers coming here.
Loser
It's,
after
it's,
loser.
it's the
Losers coming here.
the traditional pick. He's back. He's here. Tiger wins. Tiger Woods to win the Masters plus 8,000. Throw it on my card.
That's it. You're not gonna. Where's the make the cut? Where's the first
They're,
round?
they're here. They're here. I
Okay.
just didn't want to take up the next 5 minutes doing
I couldn't
those.
find the cut lines. I was trying to do that.
The Masters specials tab on
Okay.
Bovada.
I tried to find
Makes
that
sense.
too and couldn't find the cut line.
Yeah.
Look
Like
at
if
that.
you find the cut line, I may have a couple guys I want to throw on
All
the
right.
card.
I'll give my outright winner that I think's going to win. That obviously I can't use in the challenge. I think Rory finally gets his Masters plus 750. Rory McIlroy.
Plus
I think he finally gets over the hump, gets his final fourth major, and wins the Masters.
Greg, who are you looking for to miss or make the cut?
I don't remember now. Hold on.
Okay. Just let me know because I have them.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Rory's got a slim chance.
Slim, what is
To win?
I'm thinking of the live guys. Is Nyman on there to make the cut? I'm sure he's probably pretty heavily.
I don't even. Yeah, Nick, you know I'm to miss the cut. You want him to make the cut or miss the cut? Make is minus 350. That's a lot of juice.
What's Danny Willett to miss?
Danny Willett to miss. I love this game. This is great. What do you think?
This is fun.
Danny
I'm gonna
Willett
go
to miss.
with
A lot of juice. A lot of juice.
Minus 110.
Oh, a lot of juice.
225.
I was gonna say plus 200 once you said
Minus
the juice.
225 of that's to make the cut. To miss the cut is plus 175.
Wow.
I had to do the search.
That's the only one I needed. Danny Willett to miss the cut plus 175 on my card, but it also goes along with two chances.
Disrespecting.
2 chances. Live Tour. Cam Smith, Dustin Johnson plus 900. Either of them win. I'll cash that in on Bovada. Mark, what's your next one?
I'm on a different live tour guy. I am on the Brooks train. I think he's coming off a win. You know how this guy reacts to majors. Plus 4,000. Throwing that one on my card outright as well.
Wow. I'm also on part of Brooks, but it's just to finish top 10 plus 210. I think he has a good chance there. I'll start a little bit with Matt. Matt has 3 chances: Scheffler, Justin Thomas, DJ plus 400 on there, and also Dustin Johnson top 5 plus 375 to keep with the Live Tour stuff. Mike, what's your next one?
Yeah, I'll stay with Live Tour as well. I'm going to take Cam Smith, top Australian, plus 165.
Top Australian
I
plus
think
165.
I think he puts in a great tournament. He might be battling there at the end of the day, and I think he'll definitely beat all the other Australians.
I have Cam Smith top 10 plus 170. I think he's going to have a very good tournament. Putting, he's very, very good, and you're going to need that in this tournament. I'm also taking him 20th or better at minus 115. Mark, your next one.
I'm taking a different Australian to perform well. I'm taking Jason Day, top 20, minus 160. I know that's a little juice there, but Jason Day has been playing very well this year. I don't think he's actually, I'm pretty sure I did look it up. He has not come outside the top 20 this entire year, has played very well. So he's ready to take a step as well. So minus 160 for a top 20 for him seems almost like a slam dunk.
Matt riding along with former winners Jordan Spieth top 10 plus 130. We
I have
mentioned
Spieth to miss the cut, plus 500.
Ooh,
No.
okay.
Wow.
I'd say I'd ride. I'm on the train that rides the Spieth hating. So
I love
I'm not a big
the only
Spieth
thing
guy.
I don't the only thing I hate about Spieth is that he's a Cowboys fan, but I really do like Spieth. He's
He
got a
does.
nice
He
game,
does. He does yell on the course like a normal person though when he has bad shots.
and he's
So I
also
guess
like
he's like that. But I've missed him. I've watched him miss far too many easy putts in the last however much time, especially in the last like month or two after having great shots before that. I'm gonna take him to miss the cut.
I have these are 2 throwback picks to last year. I'm carrying them right on over. Joaquin Nyman top 20 plus 140, and Victor Hovland top 20 minus 105. Mark, your next one.
my next one. I'm gonna take. I got Brooks top 20, minus 130, and I got. And now I can start my train of picks here. I got Tiger top 20 plus 150. I got Tiger 37th or better at plus 115. And I got a Tiger first round under 70.5 at plus 200.
Tiger.
And wipe that smirk off your damn face, Michael. Do not disrespect. We've gone over this literally every single time there's a major, pretty much. Every single time. I don't know how many episodes it is anymore
I
because
have
we
no
went to
comment.
seasons. But
120.
like
This is episode 120.
120, at least 7 episodes, or if not, no, more. Probably like 12 episodes we've talked about
Missed a
how
lot
I
of
will
Did he
always
have a car crash during our time
shut
on the
up, Greg.
podcast? Well,
All
I'm
we
just
talked
saying
about.
facts.
He also had no, he didn't have a Masters win during the podcast. I think that was
It was right
pre-podcast
before.
win, but it still happened.
Won
It's
me money
recent enough.
there.
Won me money
there.
as well.
And
Won me money
then
as well.
he
It's a
had the
traditional pick.
accident though, and now he can't really walk the 4 days.
He's fine. He's
Uh,
fine.
Okay.
He knows the course.
It
I'm
was
gonna ride
under
with my boy
70 and a
there. It's
half for
another
the first round. What were the odds?
plus 200.
Plus
2 units
200.
for that.
All right.
Let's go.
It's I listen. Have faith in your guy. I have cut line plus 4 or worse minus 130. I'll take that. I got Max Homa 24th or better.
Cheering for bad golf?
Absolutely. No.
Gross.
Ugh.
Listen, there's going to be bad
Oh wait,
golf.
you said 4 or better.
Plus 4 or worse.
Oh, worse. Yeah, so
Yeah.
cheering for bad golf.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're that.
I root for the course.
That is gross.
This
is not the tournament to do
If you're
that.
ever going to root for the course, is Augusta not the course you want to root for?
It's not the one that's set
that's
up
a valid. That's a
it's
valid
not for
point. That's
you-
a valid point.
I root for the environment.
I
Give me
root
those
for
bird
Augusta.
noises.
I
That
root
tune.
for Augusta. That's it.
All right, I'll give you that one.
I want a pimento cheese sandwich so bad. I've never had it. I want like a Masters one.
Cheese,
I know, but I want like Masters pimento cheese. And I don't think I'm going to eat pimento cheese until that happens.
That's probably.
You got to wait. So it's never going to happen.
I see that. Did I say Max Homa 24th or better minus 115?
I don't know, but you did
All
now.
right. I also
Well,
have.
I'll take that as well, Greg,
All right. We'll put it
because
on
I
the
have
board.
him. I have Homa top 20 minus 140. So
So Max Homa,
I'll go for a little double win possibly there.
24th or better, minus 115 for you, Mike. Um,
Yes.
I have John Rahm 10th or better, minus 115. Actually, it was 11th or better on that finishes thing, and I wrote it down wrong. I just remember it. So it's 11th or better, minus 115. I think I've given pretty much everything out. I have John Rahm outright plus 1,000 to win. Um, some of Matt's got a couple good ones here. Um, Will Zalatoris top 20 minus 105. Feel like that's a
I have that
popular
as
one.
well. Yep. You
Um,
know I'm going to take
of
that.
course
I
you
have
do.
that as well. Yeah.
Willie
I got to
Z.
ride with my
Willie
guy,
Z.
Will.
So you had
He
Homa.
battles in the Master. I mean, in the
Majors.
not Masters, majors. Yeah,
So you had
that's it.
Homa
Thank you.
minus 145 top 20, and
Guys, I learned something this week that blew my mind, and I still don't understand how it worked out. Jack Nicklaus has played in 164 majors in his career. Okay, he's got 18 wins, like 19 seconds. Like his numbers are ridiculous. But he played in 164 majors. That's 41 years of majors worth, correct? Is my math right? 41 times 4. I don't feel like that should be
Yeah.
possible for somebody. Right? You're playing what from 18 to 60? That's
probably.
insane.
When
That's
was his
insane.
first year on the tour?
I mean, he was
I don't
probably an amateur, and
I,
then went
I
from
I
there.
did a quick Google and they were like, "Oh, he played a lot of golf for 25 years." And I was like, "So where did the other 16 years of majors come
It's a
from if he
lot.
dominated?" It's a lot, a lot.
Was there ever any? I mean, he played in the Players. That's the fifth major. Does that count?
I don't think so because
You
it was
keep
showing
saying that. I don't think
it
it
was
counts.
it is considered the fifth major, but it was a graph showing like Tiger's numbers versus Jack's numbers, and I was like, "Wait, Tiger's only played 80 some majors." And I understand he has missed some time,
He
but
also
Jack has played the most majors of anybody in history at
Tiger's also in his
164.
40s, and Jack's like 85.
Right.
Jack did come in second at the age of 22 at the U.S. Open in 1960.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
if
I
he
don't
played
remember him
until he
playing
was,
till
Yeah.
2002.
it's true. It's a
Yeah.
good point. Speaking
Uh,
of guys who have probably been playing since 2002, Matt is on Danny Willett outright 20,000 at Bovada.
there's some respect for a former
Uh,
champ.
he's got Joaquin Nyman to not win the Masters minus 12,500, which is just an insane bet. Uh,
Is that
and
even if you bet 1 unit on it, does he even
I
get
don't
anything?
even know. It's like
I don't
point oh
know.
one, 0.0001. And then obviously, I can't believe he didn't make this his lock of the week. Mike Weir to win outright, plus 200,000.
I think if he wasn't 7-0 in locks, he probably would have tried to do something with Mike Weir as
He
his lock.
1,000% would have. Mike,
Yeah.
what else do you have in the Masters?
Yeah, my last two picks of the Masters are Sergio Garcia to miss the cut, plus 150,
Hmm.
and JT Poston, top 40, minus 115. Well,
Minus
top
150.
some of those top 40 bets I liked in there, but that was the one I picked.
Not bad. I mentioned John Rahm outright, Brooks Koepka top 20. My lock of the week, Tommy Fleetwood top 20, plus 125.
Wow.
Kid's been playing good golf lately. He's been up towards the top the past couple of weeks. His best finish ever is T14. I think he can replicate that or better this upcoming week.
Dad will probably
It's
take
not
him to
that.
win
It's
as
not.
well.
It's probably not. That's
That's
not that
Dad's
great of a
guy.
top finish, but you know.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. He's right at you
This
there.
guy bet Tiger Woods under 70.5 for the first time.
Uh, did
I
who
can't
won
wait.
the
I can't.
Masters more recently, Tiger or Tommy?
Tommy Fleetwood's like 30 years old.
Tiger. Tiger won it more recently.
Of course he did. Mark,
All
what
right,
else
so
do you
let me
have?
get my other bets in. Yeah. So winning score here. I'm going to take the winning score is going to be between 276, including 276, and 279. Now, I also did the math. That's -9 to -12.
Okay.
That's plus 190. It was the middle numbers in the options, and the reason I chose it is because they extended that par 5 hole 13. So I think that's going to make a little bit of a difference in the scores and maybe keep the scores not as high as they have been, because it was like under 276 was like plus 105. It was a pretty heavy favorite. So I'm gonna go with the middle numbers here: 276 to 279 plus 190.
All right. Any other picks?
Oh yeah, is it just me now? I
Yeah,
guess.
Mike gave
Yeah,
mine
Sorry.
I
out.
gave all mine out.
I'm gonna go to some classic picks here. I'm gonna say hole in one in round 2 plus 1,000. Yes.
Ooh.
And a hole in one in the final round. Yes, it was plus 120. That was just so low. I felt like I had to take it. And then finally, another classic. Will there be a playoff? We haven't seen a playoff in the Masters in, I feel like, forever. Here it comes. Yes, plus 400.
Plus 400. So does that close out your picks?
It does.
All right, then let's get to the classic way we always end it. Now that everything else in the NCAA tournament's over, I need to end the show.
Did
The challenge, I'm in a pretty heavy lead, but Mike will kick off with you. Dead last.
did Matt never give a lock?
Oh, he did. I forgot. Matt's
What does it
lock of the
say?
week, looking for 8-0. Rory McIlroy, top Irish player, minus 250. This is the one he deserves to lose. Let's just put that right out there.
$250?
He gave out a
Minus
minus
250.
250 lock because you know he doesn't want to lose on a one that he's not.
One
Yeah.
he's not here. Yeah. All right.
Rory
All right.
Mc- cut.
Do you almost respect it? It's almost
Whoa,
like
whoa. I hope Rory wins. Let's not miss the cut here.
I said what? Oh no,
I said I bet on Rory to win. Greg said he hopes he misses the cut.
Oh, I didn't hear Greg say that, so I
Yeah.
was confused. But all right, there you go. We got
But,
all 4 locks in now.
All right,
I was
Mike,
wondering when that was
Yeah,
Give me
coming
let's
from.
your,
go 4-0 this week, huh, Greg? All right, I'll take Victor Hovland plus 4,000 outright, as I can't take Rory there, so I'll put it on my card too.
Victor Hovland plus 4,000 for you, Mark.
Yeah.
You actually about Matt's. Matt's got Jordan Spieth plus 1,400. It's on his card as well. All right, Mark.
I gave it earlier. I'm taking Brooks in this one. Plus 4,000. I jumped on it a little early because I got excited about Tiger. But plus 4,000 on Brooks for the challenge.
That works. I'll close it out with the Xander Schauffele plus 2,500 on the card and also in the challenge. Fellas, let's enjoy the Masters. Let's enjoy Augusta. Bettors Delight. Find the YouTube, youtube.com/theunderdog, Twitter, TikTok, everything else. Let's go win